Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for pushing His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I wanted to bring out. This was recently from AssociatedPressNews.com by John Gilbrick today. And it reads, Iran, Saudi Arabia agrees to resume ties with China's help. And keep this in mind too, I believe the organization of Hezbollah of Lebanon, they approve of this. They approve of the cooperation between Saudi Arabia and Iran. I just want to add a note to that. It says Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Associated Press. Iran and Saudi Arabia agrees Friday to re-establish diplomatic relations and reopening embassies after 7 years of tensions. The major diplomatic breakthrough negotiated with China lowered the chances of armed conflict between the Middle East rivals, but directly in proxy conflicts around the region. The deal struck in Beijing this week, amending its ceremonial National People's Congress represents a major diplomatic victory for the Chinese as Gulf Arab states perceive the United States slowly withdrawing from the wider Middle East. It also comes at diplomatic as being trying to end a long war in Yemen, a conflict in which both Iran and Saudi Arabia are deeply entrenched. The two countries released a joint commute on a deal with China, which broker agreement as Xi Jinping was awarded his third 5-year term leader early Friday. And then I believe it was a news article I just caught my attention as well too. Benjamin Netanyahu, they were surprised about Iran and Saudi Arabia came to an agreement with one another, and it kind of caught them off surprise, So I want to add a note to that as well too. It says, Xi, who administration in recent days have relaunched a campaign to challenge the U.S.-led Western liberal order, with warnings of conflicts and confrontations were accredited in a trilateral statement and facilitating the talks through a noble initiative and having personally agreed to sponsor the negotiations that last from Monday through Friday. The video shows Ali Samarki, if I pronounce his name right, the Secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, meeting with Saudi National Security Advisor Mossad bin Mohammed al-Bin Awang, Chinese most senior diplomat. The statement calls for re-establishing ties and reopening embassies to happen within the maximum period of 2 months. A meeting by their foreign ministers also planned. In a video, Wang could be heard offering a wholehearted congratulations on the two countries' wisdom. Both sides have displayed sincerity. He said China fully supports this agreement. The United Nations welcomed the Saudi-Iranian rapprochement and thanked China for its role in good neighboring relations between Iran and Saudi Arabia are an issue for its stability in the Gulf region. The UN spokesperson Stephanie Dujarric said at the UN headquarters, The U.S. also welcomes any efforts to help end the war in Yemen and de-escalate tensions in the Middle East region. White House Press Secretary Kim Jean Pierre said, however, the State Department offered a word of caution about an agreement in which American seems has played out no part of the course. It remains to be seen whether the Iran regime will honor that side of the deal. It says China, which last month hosted Iranian hardline President Emirates Reza is a top purchaser of Saudi oil. Xi visit Riyadh in December for meetings of the oil-rich Gulf Arab nations, crucial to China's energy supplies. However, it doesn't provide the same military protections for Gulf Arab states as America, making Beijing involvement that makes more notable. Iranian state IRNA news agency quoted Shemkhani a calling the talks clear, transparent, comprehensive, and constructive, removing misunderstanding and the future-oriented views in relations between Tehran and Riyadh will definitely lead to improving regional stability and security as well as increasing cooperation among Persian Gulf nations and the world of Islamic for managing current challenges. Somalia said Al-Aban thanked Iraq and Oman for meditating between Iran and the kingdom, according to his remarks carried by the state-run Saudi press agencies. It says, while we value what we have reached, we hope that we will continue to construct dialogue, the Saudi official said. Tensions long have been high between Iran and Saudi Arabia. It says the kingdom broke ties with Iran in 2016 after protesters invaded the Saudi diplomatic post. The Saudi Arabia has executed a promising Shiite clerk with 46 days early triggering the demonstrations. That same Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, then a deputy, began his rise to power. The son of King Solomon, Prince Mohammed previously compared Iran's supreme leader as Omar as a you-know-what and threatened to strike Iran during that time. Since then, the U.S. laterally withdrew from the nuclear deal with world powers in 2018. Iran has been blamed for a series of attacks including one targeting the heart of the Saudi oil industry in 2019, which was like 4 years back, I believe. Yeah, about 4 years back. Temporarily halting the kingdom's crude production. Through Yemen and Iran-backed Houthi rebels initially claimed the attack. Western nations and experts blame Iran denying it and also carrying out other assaults. Later attributes to the Islamic Republic. Regions also play a key role in their relations. Saudi Arabia, homes to the cube-shaped Kaaba that Muslims pray towards 5 times a day, has portrayed itself as the world's leading Sunni nation. Iran theoretically, meanwhile, views itself as a protector of the Islamic Shiite minority. The minority. The two powerhouse competing interests elsewhere, such as turmoil in Lebanon and the rebuilding of Iraq following the lead in the 2003 invasion that topped Saddam Hussein. The leaders of the Iranian-backed Lebanese militia, the leaders of the Iranian-backed Lebanese military and political group Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, said the agreement could open new horizons in Lebanon, Syria, and Yemen. Iraq, Oman, and United Arab Emirates also praised the accord. So we don't read the rest of all of that. So as you see, you have these were lone rivals. Now they are back to being a allegiance with one another once again, as this recent news just broke out as of today. Well, really yesterday, because it's over past 12 o'clock now. So, because the time zones are kind of different around the world, but there's still recent news. But from the Associated Press, you have it right here. Iran and Saudi Arabia agrees to resume ties with China's help. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. Until next time, I will say shalom.